Right, so here we are at the start of week 2. It's Monday. Tonight's session is sort of around 90 minutes of different sweet spot work, so around 220, 230, 240 watts for 25 minutes apiece. Will be interesting to see how this goes, because overnight I've sort of woken up with some weird issues with my legs. My right knee feels a bit dodgy, and both my calves have turned to rocks. I don't know why. So this is the first session of the week. As you can see, sweet spot progressive, 25 minutes in each little block. So I think it's what, 220, 230 up to 240, and a warm up and a cool down. Let's see how it goes. Good morning everyone, just out on the final activity of the week. Just a longish easy run. Come up to my favourite tree, see it here, and the reason why is the views up here are pretty good. So I guess sometimes Hemel can actually look quite nice. Just thought I'd do a quick review of the week as well. It was another focus on sweet spot work. Couple of 2 times 20-minute blocks, quite tough. For anyone who doesn't know, sweet spot is sort of near your maximum hour output. They're pretty tough sessions, almost like a tempo run type effort, but on the bike. There was also one 90-minute session with 3 ramps of 30 minutes at sweet spot as well. That started off the 2-week block. I've got that done. Then there's been a few easy rides. I've actually done them outside as well for once. So I've actually managed just over 100k outside, which for anyone who knows me, I live on Zwift, so that's actually quite a lot. We've also had a couple of runs as well, easy runs, but also one tough run, which was pyramid workout. Supposed to be around 5k pace, but sort of ended up being around 10k pace, which isn't too bad. I think I'd done a long ride, like 2-3 hour ride that morning, so wasn't too bad. But yeah, it was another 2-week block done. Definitely starting to feel the fatigue build up this time. I noticed on some of the sweet spot sessions that my heart rate was a lot higher on average than the previous similar session, even though the watts was probably only 5 watts higher. So you'd expect a slightly increased heart rate, but not as much as I thought as well. Also the weather got quite warm as well in the mornings. I don't really deal very well with heat and humidity, and our flat is very bad for humidity. So I don't think that helped either, but yeah, we've got them all done. This is the view from my favourite tree. Sort of dips down over there up towards Gaddesden Row, which is also quite nice. But I'd like to pretend that you can see my flat from here or the house, but you can't. You can't. So the plan for the next 2-week block, which is actually the last 2-week block of this cycling section, trying to get better on the bike, is going to be some polarised. Watch she's going out. Just some polarised training. So there's going to be a couple of high intensity workouts, intervals, lots more easy riding as well. So there's going to be 2 weeks of that leading into the final test up the Alp, where, as I said in the first video, hopefully I'll be able to go sub 50 minutes, which will be really good, because the first time I think it was like 106, 108 or something, so it's like at least 15 minutes faster than when I first did it. And I've been on Zwift now for about a year, so that's quite a good bit of progress, I think. Good show of how much my power has increased. I know it's not necessarily an hour, but sort of the way you pace it, you probably could carry on for the last 10 minutes at the same effort level. So yeah, interesting. It's been fun. Evening everyone, just back at home now, going through a whole editing process. So there's a little peek behind the curtain, as it were, how it's all done. Just thought to say, I feel like this video is not very well structured. I don't know why. I think my original plan was to record an intro and sort of how each session went as I went along, but I think I gave up after the first session. So I went to pot quite early. I also forgot to record an outro for this. So if you've liked this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, if you want to see the final part of this video and whether I actually make it up the Alp in under my targets of 50 minutes, click that subscribe button. I hope you've enjoyed this. Bye everyone.